Coliseum. You're the top. You're the Louvre Museum. You're a melody from a symphony by Strauss. You're a dendrobonic.
Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today we are going oversized, as you can see. We have this big turnkey house, not a turkey house, which I was reading at the first time. And yeah, we are in Boise at the moment. I left off the last time in Ketchum, I think, but I couldn't find anything very interesting in Ketchum, so I searched around in the closest area or in the next few cities around, and this turnkey house came up, which I thought is interesting and big. So I took the opportunity, made my way over to Boise, and will now haul this nice little house to Grangeville in Idaho. So we are staying within state lines and just enjoy a little trip, 4.5 hours approximately in game, and hopefully I won't ding up our customer's house too much, preferably not at all. As it is with the special transports, automatically my pause timer as well as my fuel are both stocked up, and in that area we don't have to worry at all, and it's basically only my skill I have to worry about. And maybe AI traffic getting in the way of things, but we will have faith that today everything will work out as it is supposed to work. Police is hard at work, blocking off all kinds of entries and exits for me, which is really nice. And now we can go up to speed. And I was a little bit worried because when I came to the pickup place it was raining pretty heavily, but as it turned out, while they have been packing my cargo and loading everything and the camera crew filming my face to have a record of who fucks up in the worst case scenario, the rain started to drizzle out and the sun came out. so I can enjoy this drive in the nice sunny weather as well, with some spring colors here and there, because I put in the spring add-on. Not I think both Grimes and also PNG Spring. I'm not sure if it's making any difference, but for the moment I have both installed and active. And I didn't find any problems with it in the last few days where I drove around on my own, exploring the United States. I made a pretty long distance drive, which took me around 3.5 real-time hours, and it was pretty relaxing and fun. And helped me explore a few unused roads. Still, I'm only at like 34% in the total map exploration, so I have still a long ways to go. I think my furthest explored state is Louisiana, I think, with around 56%. And that's, yeah, the highest percentage I have in any state until now. But I don't think there's any need to rush. I'll just take my time, enjoy the sceneries and cargoes, and yeah, explore as I go. Thankfully my brakes work well. I have no idea why this officer thinks we need to slow down right now, but he probably has his reasons. Maybe he realized he didn't bring his donuts. Yeah, also what I did in the last few days, I tried to put my old tablet, and with old I mean really old, it's still stuck on Android 4.4 and can't unfortunately be updated to anything newer, so it's basically useless for most parts. But I could use the browser for the SimHub delivery, where I could point the map and a few cargo infos and stuff on this display, and it was nice. However, my setup as it is now couldn't fit the tablet in a reasonable way. So it doesn't obstruct too much of my main display or get in the way with my shifter. And yeah, the way I had to set the tablet, I have quite much of the display obstructed by my wheel, by the truck wheel. And I had to awkwardly look around or through the wheel to see. And then I tried an old smartphone which has a newer Android version for truck sim GPS, and it was kinda nice to have, but I didn't feel that much of an advantage to have it compared to the in-game GPS or for more modern trucks for the navigation system built in the dashboard. And yeah, I used the free version, of course, to test it out, and it set the navigations per day are limited. I didn't try out how much they are limited. And I also had the same problem with the smartphone as with the tablet, so it didn't fit in quite well, so I can have an unobstructed view without getting in the way of the display or my shifter stick. I probably would have worked out much better if I had like a bigger aluminium frame rig where I can put the shifter way more down and then get more space in the upper area. But ultimately it's both the tablet and the smartphone are pretty nice to have, but it felt more awkward than helpful, so I got rid of it again. Maybe in the future I'll figure out something more usable and with a better unobstructed view to both the main display and the tablet or smartphone. I could put it maybe on the left side of the wheel where there's not much, but it's kinda awkward as well to have a left-hand drive car or truck and have some of the information on the left side. So yeah, that's how I tried it out and found out. But if it can be integrated in your system in a good way, it's really nice to have one more additional screen with, if you use SimHub, just a bigger portion of the map on display, as well as all the additional display you might want, like gasoline, a fuel gauge, or time to sleep for brakes, cargo, manifest and stuff, or even as a virtual button box. But I have all the buttons I need already on my real button box, so there was no need to make a virtual one. But all in all, it's would have been a good use of a old tablet that still works. I mean, the battery is almost gone, so I had to have it connected throughout the gameplay all the time, but that's not real problem. Yeah, it's nice to have, but for now it didn't work out now. worth a try though. So if you have an old tablet, you might as well give it a try. Better yet, if you have a more modern old tablet, mine is like 11 or 12 years old now, and it's a Toshiba I got with my internet plan back in the day, and so it's even Toshiba restricted, which they already cut off all servers for, so from that side you already couldn't get any updates, or so it's basically junk at the moment. Yeah, but it's one way to use old tech again, and nowadays I think many people have an old smartphone or an old tablet lying around for usage, and yeah, why not give it a try, I thought. Yeah, around halfway there now. And there is even a nice movie spot, but with today's cargo, I think that won't work out. So I have to come back one of these days to this little gas station. Yeah, when this video comes out, I'm already like in the middle of my golden week vacation. And yeah, I played so many games, I played so much games. Waking up in the morning, going for a few deliveries in ATS or ETS. Then I played Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok. I stopped somewhere in the early game and hopped to something else when I started it, so I enjoyed this a little bit, and I bought Pragmata, and oh my god, is this game fun. I don't know what it is lately with those childcare simulator games in Japan. Maybe they get some incentives from the government to make the Japanese people feel the paternal instinct, so they make real babies in the real world as well. But there are, I mean, even Resident Evil Requiem had some kind of childcare simulator aspect, but Pragmata makes it so much better. And the gameplay is great as well. It looks stunning. And I really love the dynamic between Hugh and Diana, the little girl. Oh, I have visited something, 45th parallel something. I couldn't read it fast enough. But I'll take an achievement when I get it. Yeah, back to Pragmata. It's such a nice dynamic, and I like that you doesn't try too hard to be an hard ass I'm a man, but also can kind of have a nice dynamic with the girl, even if he stated in the very beginning he doesn't like kids and doesn't have kids and something like this. But often in games they try to make like this hard-boiled manly man, and I can't be too childish and play the game or give the kid my time of the day and just protect them and stuff. So it feels a little bit fresh, but that might be me not knowing too many games of that kind. But yeah, I really enjoy it. But it makes the hurdle very high to having your own child one of the in the future. Not sure if it's a good thing or a bad. Yeah, so at least I plan to get the story done during my break and really enjoy the heck out of this game. And in between I also play a little bit of the smaller stuff. I have still Ball X Pit, which really was more fun than I expected. It was absolutely not on my radar at first, but my friend played it and got all the achievements and said it was so fun, so yeah, why not? I got it in the last spring sale and enjoyed it ever since. It's a really great indie game. You can even just enjoy one round, and I'd say one round is mostly about 15 minutes, so you can even squeeze in a little bit. So in my lunch break I always did like 2 runs, sometimes even 3 if the time was okay, and I don't know, you get a little bit hooked on the game and want to try all the characters and clear all the maps with each character. So many nice things to explore, to level up. And then in between, enjoy the occasional spicy game, where I have also quite a few in my backlog I want to finish. So my friends get a few nice announcement once in a while. Yeah, and that's how I spend my days lately. I keep up the running depending on the weather. Before my kidney transplant, I was often running no matter what weather, so really regularly on 3 times a week, and I always made it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and really even if it's raining or snowing, or if it's not like a typhoon or something, I went to run. And yeah, but with the transplant and having a little compromised immune system, I don't feel the need to push myself to go for a run if it's raining, and I might easily catch a cold compared to before, so it wouldn't be a health merit to run. Still, I try to do 2 times a week, and until now it works out well. So I don't have a schedule to stick to and just go when the weather is right and the mood is right. And also I just go for as long as I feel it, which is lately around still 3 kilometers. I didn't really get to extend the range, but it still feels good. I can feel my all-day stamina returning a little bit, so I don't feel like my lungs pop out when I go a few stairs up and down. So no matter how short the run is, it's still having a positive effect, or so I'd like to think. And Grangeville, here we are. And it's even my first time here. And at this point I want to thank the AI companion cars and other non-related cars for their cooperation in today's special run. I think I said it. No, I didn't say it. I think I wrote it on X when I tried a special delivery in Euro Truck Simulator a week ago. I failed the same delivery around 7 times because I lost the companion car in the rear for some reason, and I checked in the rear mirror one time and it just stopped moving for for what I don't know why, but that caused me to fail the delivery 7 times in different parts, so I just gave up. Hence, I'm really glad they did their job so well today. And we are here. The house is delivered. Some light horns for the camera teams. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit, even if I was rambling about anything and all. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like, maybe subscribe, and hopefully you'll be back to another video. Until then, have a great time and see you. Bye!